What's up guys, Old Sentinel here, welcome back to another video. In today's video, I am going to be talking about some things upcoming in my train layout, some problems, and some minor nitpicks, and some other stuff, I don't know, really. It's just a little, like, recorded podcast, but it's whatever. It's 3 a.m., so I am tired, but just wanted to make this video, so yeah, let's do it. Not no intro probably. I'm just gonna straight upload this from the camera because I don't feel like editing right now, 3 a.m. But yeah. So like I said earlier in the GS4's video, I am gonna be most likely getting five engines, and four of them will be F7s. So there will be two F7As and two F7Bs in the Alaska paint scheme. There will be a Western Pacific GS64 as well, if all goes well. And depending on what I see at the train show on the 18th, we'll see what I get, see what I find, see what might be interesting. And if not, then I will be going to Trainsmasters, see what I get from there. And then if there's nothing good or interesting I want that I can afford, then we'll just order those from Train World. As usual, that's where I buy most of my trains from. And yeah, um, upcoming soon will be my 10-wheeler returning from Pennsylvania. I haven't shipped it out yet because I still haven't got the. I still didn't pay. I forgot to pay the stuff to send it up there. So, gotta get a money order, send it up there, and yeah, it'll be up there soon, and it'll be repaired. Like I said, it needs a new needs a new bulb, and then it needs a brand new It needs a new motor, not a new motor, new gears for the drivetrain because the engine, like the drive wheel's fine, just the gears that drive the train don't work, so needs new gears. And on another topic, my Centennial locomotive. This is my DD40 number 6900. I really like this train. I really like this. Not only is it my first diesel that I ever bought, it's my first sound equipped one. And first thing that interests me, this is one of my favorites because it is one of the unique designs with 16 wheels and two engines. And it has operating headlight, directional lighting, beacon light, and lighted number boards. However, there's a problem with that. At one point, this thing did end up getting accidentally rammed by a shunter because I had a shunter push some cars into the back of this thing for this thing to be coupled up to and to take it out on the road. Apparently, that shunter has a lot of force. Yeah, that thing over there, that little black mogul over there, has a lot of force, surprisingly. So it pushed the train to the back of this thing, and apparently the number boards fell out, which I didn't catch at first. But then when the engine came back around, I then caught it, and I was looking for the boards, and I was like, where were they? They're not in there. So you just see a white light. There's no number boards in there at all. I did end up, now at one point the stanchions did pop out, which I did. I was fine. I just put some glue, used a hot glue gun that fixed it up. So no stanchions are broken. This is perfectly fine. It's just like operationally, it's fine. The number boards, it doesn't really bother me that much, but it's just annoying that they're not in there anymore. But you tend to at some point you tend to get over it. But it's still annoying that they're not in there. But it doesn't really bother me that much. GS4 is soon to be upgraded with smoke and tsunami sound. Not tsunami. ESU Loc sound with the GS4 4449 sound file. So this will be sounding good. And then at one point I will be adding more weight to this thing because this thing for Northern, this is light. The engine's sort of heavy because it has an all-metal chassis underneath the plastic shell, but it does have, but it is still might need some more weight. Especially the tender. The tender is light. Oh my god, that thing is light surprisingly for a steam engine tender. Consolidation soon will also be getting upgrades as well with Loc Sound 5. Um, or Digitrax, I don't really know. But that will be getting Loc Sound 5. And by the way, the F7s I'm ordering. Oh, wait, that's the wrong way. The F7s I will be ordering soon. Will be getting. They are not. They don't come with DCC when I buy them. So they will be getting temporarily Digitrax. And then when I do have money to actually replace the decoder with something I want, it will be ESU or Tsunami. But most likely it's going to be ESU because, yeah, that's ESU is what I do like to use in most of my engines. Except I don't have any ESU. All I have is soundtracks. Limited function decoders, by the way. Which is which is fine, but I would like have some more. That and I have the programming stuff on my computer. By the way, can somebody tell me? I use this. If somebody can tell me how to change CVs on this, please let me know, because I do need to do that at one point. I might upgrade to Digitrax Zephyr, but I don't know yet. I do need to know how to change CVs, because that'll make this a lot easier on some of the stuff I will be using. I don't know. I don't like soldering, but I don't mind it. I know how to, but I really don't like having to do it. If I have to, sure, but I don't really like having to, because I know I'm gonna have to replace the bulb on the consolidation, because that gold bulb is not bright enough for that engine. That gold bulb is pathetic. It works. It's just really pathetic for a steam engine. But yeah. Oh, and another thing about my GS4, I love this engine so much. The only thing about it, what annoys me, you know how this thing runs on an 18-inch radius perfectly fine until what's it called? You needed to get out of your inner loop to get to the outer loop. Yeah, this thing does not go through switches whatsoever. I'm gonna show you once the DD40 comes back around. Like it can reverse through here, but it can't go forward. Like right where it is, it can't go without derailing. It caused my circuit. I love this engine. I actually was at one point thinking about buying two NS units, two NS ES44s. And speaking of which, for the heritage units, the Nickel Plate Road 8100, that heritage unit, that's my favorite of all the NS heritage units. And then for the UP, it would be the Southern Pacific 1996. That I really like that. Probably because it's in that daylight paint scheme. That's probably why. But either way, I do like that engine. Anyway, back to the GS4. Yeah, this thing is good. It just can't go through switches. So I could try to put it through here. Even slowly, it jumps and then it derails itself. Like you can see, it's derailed. And then so it doesn't really handle It doesn't really handle going through switches like that easily. Neither does the front of the tender, probably because, like I said, tender is really surprisingly light. But it's okay. But we're gonna fix that. We are going to fix that with most likely springs and weight. Because this engine, yes, it is strong, but it is surprisingly light for what it is. That is a big steam engine. This is my biggest engine now. My 10-wheeler is smaller than this. 10-wheeler was bigger than this. Now this was my biggest engine. Now the 10-wheeler has always been my biggest engine. Then now this has showed up, so I now have to do a tug of war test with that. Like it can reverse through it perfectly fine. And then it can park on an 18-inch radius, but it can't go through there. Now, something I do also want to test is I gotta run back the consolidation up. Is it just the way those switches are, or is it just all of my switches? And 4 wheels on the consolidation. It's tender, just derailed. That's rip. Okay. But yeah, So here we go. Oh, forward. I'm gonna test that because I actually do want to know. The front wheels, the leading wheels, just came off. That's great. Hold on, let me put this in a stop because emergency, so that way no power is being applied to cause a circuit because I don't want to restart my system. Let me see if it goes without. Okay, yeah, the trailing wheel popped off. That's the first time I've seen the trailing wheels on this engine actually derail. I haven't derailed yet, surprisingly, and I'm surprised they finally did. Uh, uh, Not really, no shocker there, but it's okay. But yeah, it doesn't really handle switches that well. Or let me say this, they don't handle yard switches that well. These are mostly like turnouts you would put on a siding, for example. You can use them for road switching, but they're not really meant for that. Considering this engine's not even meant to go through switches at all. It's a road engine. It's not supposed to do that. It's fine. Or it's probably just because it's also on a turn too. So I don't know. We're gonna test that. I'm gonna move the FT all the way up here in front of this crane, and then we're gonna test it there because this turns like that, but it's on a straightaway, kind of, with the switches in the way they're positioned. So we're gonna see that. Okay, yeah. So it's just the type of switches. I will get some mainline switches then at some point. Basically, which is basically just the crossovers, the actual crossovers, not like a turnout made crossover. But we'll figure it out. We'll get some of those later on. But yeah, just wanted to talk about a couple things. It's good to do one of these type of videos every now and then. Don't really do these too often. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead, about to upload this, and yeah, I hope you guys have a good day. I'm about to go to sleep because I'm tired. I don't know. New sign though. No symbol sign. It's kind of hard to see from over here, but that's what it says. That's my name up there. Do need to get some more rolling stock. Add some more weight in this. That's probably my project for tomorrow, is to take the shelves off, add stuff some weight in there, make this thing be like weigh a ton. Because this is surprisingly sort of heavy. Well, has a split metal chassis, which is kind of expected for split chassis. And the split chassis engines, they're kind of heavy because their chassis are legit split, and then they're metal, and then they're heavy as well. But they're going to have a plastic frame, which is fine because it's Bachmann. For plastic will be used to make it cheaper, unless it's the Spectrum line, because the only metal engine I have is the 10-wheeler with a metal frame. But the whole thing is metal, except for the tender, obviously. Cut down on cost, but the whole engine itself is metal, but it has no traction tires, which is okay. I don't really mind not having traction tires on any of my engines. But it would be nice. I don't mind not having traction tires, but it would be nice to have them on there. Alright, but I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys later. Peace out. And I hope you guys have a nice day. Peace.